Welcome back to the Culture Shock. Today we're going to talk about temptation. We can be tempted by a lot of things, whether it be friends, family, or even the opposite gender when we have a crush or we fall in love with someone else. It doesn't matter where the temptation comes from. It could be by movies, it could be by anything, but just watch out for temptation. Out of Proverbs 1 verse 10, it says, "My child, when sinners are enticing you, turn your back on them." This reminds me of one of my favorite childhood movies. Back in 1990, there was a movie that came out called The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where four turtles were that lived in the sewer would battle crime. And in this movie, there was a character named Shredder. He came from Japan and he was an illegal immigrant. And when he got here, he made a way to where he could break crime and influence young minds. And there's this character named Danny who was influenced by this group until he met the rat, which is Splinter. It's a great movie, but the Foot Clan is what they were building up, which were ninja thieves, basically. They would rob stores, they would rob people, they would teach teenagers to do this. They would even make pretty much a clubhouse for them to do this while they were being raised up in this Foot Clan cult. So, but later on, when Danny meets the rat, Splinter, he pretty much starts to slowly turn his back on them. But the whole thing is that he was enticed. And that's how we could be. We might want friends, so we might do some stupid things. Maybe our minds will be influenced. Maybe we never had friends before growing up, but we start making friends in the future. So we get enticed. Maybe there's a pretty girl we like, and she's going to tell us to maybe do some foolish things. So we get enticed. This could be anywhere in your 20s, 30s, 40s. Because guys want sex all the time. Whether you're in your teens, 20s, 30s. But we get enticed by the opposite gender. Even females will do crazy things for a bad boy. They will even leave their marriages. This is both men and women. They will leave their marriages and commit open relationships or polyamory, which is pretty much, to me, it's basically the same. But it's being tempted. But in this scripture, sinners are going to entice us. Like people living in sin, pretty much breaking the law, maybe. Maybe you're enticed by a gang because you never had friends. They tell you to steal, they tell you to do drugs, but they try to make you do illegal things. But in the scripture, it says to turn your back on them. Because you don't need all that. You need good friends. They might not be the friends that are popular. Maybe not the friends that are doing stuff that are illegal. That may not seem as fun. But fun is... In scripture, it says sin is only fun for a season. That means breaking the law is only good for, or it only feels fun for a little while. Or doing stupid things is only fun for a while. I even done this. I partied. I did drugs. Like I said in my last video, I smoked some green stuff with 7 stems or 7 leaves. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but and I drank while I was young because I was bored. So I was tempted by my boredom. It wasn't my friends. I could have said no and I could have just gone to working out. But later on, I turned my back on that lifestyle. Sometimes we got to turn our lives back on a lifestyle, whether it's fun, you think it's fun, but it's not. Maybe this is destroying your marriage. Maybe this is destroying your reputation in school. Maybe your friends are not really friends. They just want to destroy your marriage. They want to destroy your good name. But whatever it is, we got to turn our back on doing stuff that is not good for us. Maybe drugs. Because drugs is not good for our mind or our bodies. It can start destroying both. And it could get us to even worse situations. I've seen people where they start having health problems because of this. But we gotta really watch what we do and turn our back on things that are not good for us. People that are not good for us. There's always gonna be those times. But you can have friends. I'm not saying leave all your friends. I'm saying leave the ones that are not doing good. And hang out with good friends. Hang out with people that are not destroying their bodies, destroying their lives. But hang out with good people in life. Keep improving yourself. Start lifting weights. Start being healthier. Exercise. Start working on your finances, things that can help improve your life. Start being a nicer person, a genuine person, a person that doesn't ask for things, but a person who helps others become a better person, a better version of yourself. And I thought of this video when I thought of that scripture, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, the 1990 version, which is the best one, is what I thought of. Because people are always going to try to make us feel like family. They try to have us make that closeness, just like the Shredder did to those teenagers. He tried to warp their minds. And that's how people are. They try to warp your mind like, I thought we were friends. You're not a real friend. You know, they'll tell you that. To make you feel bad because you're making good decisions, good life choices. Maybe you're a person into polyamory, but you want to leave that lifestyle because you want to work on your marriage. You want to have a good marriage. You don't want to see your marriage go up in smokes like maybe their marriages are. Or maybe you're into drugs and you're getting addicted and you don't even know it. But you could break that right now by stop hanging out with the wrong people. A lot of times it's hanging out with the wrong people. Because if you keep hanging out with them, like maybe you're doing drugs, and you keep hanging out with them, you're going to be enticed, just like that scripture says. So you got to turn your back on that. You got to turn your back on whatever you're going through in life. So I just want to come on here and say that you can get out of that and make better choices, make better friends that are good for your life, that can inspire you to do good, and you can change your life around, and you can be a better person, a better version of yourself, maybe a healthier version. Maybe you've been lazy, because sometimes drugs get you lazy, but you can cut people off and you can keep on improving your life. If you've never been in personal development, that's what it pretty much is. I got a lot of probably most of my personal development wisdom from the Bible. That's why I want to use the book of Proverbs, because that's one of the, maybe the second or third book I read in the Bible. And that really helped me. And that's why I'm making videos on it. And I don't want anybody to feel like I'm shaming you, but this is where I get my wisdom like maybe a few months after I got saved or became a Christian. And I want to help as many people as I can. We can all get better. You may not be a Christian, you may not want to be a Christian, but you can do better. But if you want to be a Christian, you can. And I hope that you choose that, but I cannot force anyone to do something they don't want to do, but I just want everyone to do better. So, if this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I'm the Frugal Cyborg, and everybody keep on growing and keep on improving.